Hey law firm owners, welcome back. Today, MPS and I are going to discuss how to build the ultimate marketing machine and how to do it from scratch. So as if you never started before. Michael, I'm excited about today's topic because not only is it super important to make sure that you have leads that are being generated for your firm, but building this lead generation machine and making sure you have the tools necessary.
Agreed. Many firms need to start by evaluating where they're at. Right, so before we can build a marketing machine, we got to know where we're at to begin with, which means you got to know your numbers. How many leads you're generating, how many of those are actually qualified. But then the important part of that is once you've generated these leads, how many of them are you getting to turn into a set appointment, showing up to their consultation, retaining the firm and taking the next step. If we don't know those numbers, we really don't know whether or not we need to invest in more leads. Now, more leads can be a bad thing if we don't know those other numbers and those other numbers aren't monetized and maximized. But Rich, why don't we unpack that a little bit?
So the first thing you need to do to build this ultimate marketing machine is make sure you have a lead conversion system. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, if we just invested a whole bunch of money in marketing and advertising, that really doesn't mean anything. Now we've just got a bunch of new leads. Great. So now what, right?
We see this happen all the time. Our clients want to go into a different practice area because the grass is greener somewhere else. And oftentimes the reason that happens is because their foundational formula isn't in place in the practice area where they need to be. And the foundational formula is making sure we're maximizing our conversions all the way through the perfect client lifecycle. So once we have that in place, now where do we go? There are four big major categories of generating leads. The first is paid marketing, paid advertising. The second one, organic content. Michael, you grew a whole business with organic content. What does that mean?
Is you creating some content in relation to your practice area. It starts to build a relationship between you and that person in your audience. And once that relationship is built, that starts to establish you as the authority, but more importantly, it starts to establish a sense of trust.
The third pillar in this is cold outreach. You can buy a list, pick up the phone and call people. You can put that list up to the social media channels and direct traffic towards that list. The fourth pillar is warm outreach.
And I'd argue that it's probably one of the most overlooked opportunities in most law firms is this list of people that you've generated that maybe haven't taken the next step with your firm. Maybe you had a consultation with them, but they didn't hire the firm. That list is a gold mine of opportunity. Would you agree?
Yeah, if I've got a brand new client and they don't know what to do, the very first thing I have them do is go back to all of the prospective new clients they met with over the last year. And I say, I want you to pick up the phone and call every one of them and check in and try to schedule another call with you. Two things happen. The first thing that happens is they get some immediate wins and they schedule appointments out of a list they thought was dead. The second thing that happens, and this is sad, they hear a whole bunch of people that went and filed their case with another law firm. You didn't do a great job of converting them, and then time went by and they hired somebody else.
So look, I think building this marketing machine is starting with those basics, understanding your metrics, your lead conversion system, and making sure you have one built. These four categories are untapped opportunities for you and your firm to start the marketing process. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you drop a like down below, hit that follow or subscribe button. And if you'd like to learn how we may be able to help you with some of this, there's a link down in the description below. We'd love to schedule some time to chat, but we appreciate you watching. Hope you got some value.